Right, here we go. Back at it again for part two of the post-game live show. Jay Ellis, apparently the Oakley interview must have set something off league-wide because the NBA season has been canceled.
Yep.
Or postponed, if you will. No, in reality, though, it's been postponed due to coronavirus scare, man.
Woo.
What is happening here, bro? What is happening here? This is crazy. Apparently, Rudy Gobert contracted it at the OKC Jazz game. The OKC and Utah Jazz game was just about to tip off. They canceled it right away because Rudy Gobert was exhibiting symptoms. Moutier was also exhibiting symptoms. We haven't heard anything about him. They then later announced that Gobert has the coronavirus, bro.
Serious.
And they shut down the league. Suspended until further notice.
Wow.
Suspended. League-wide reaction has been going off the charts. Everybody's shocked. I'm stunned. I didn't see any of the Knicks game. Knicks did win, by the way, 136-131. I didn't hit the music because, it's kind of crazy right now what the hell's going on.
Yeah, this 2020 is nuts, man.
This has been a crazy year, bro.
Postponed. What does that mean for the league? How long will it be postponed? Is it a month? Is it 2 months? Or when is the playoffs going to
playoffs, draft, finals? How are you going to do with league scheduling, with stadium scheduling? Like I said, JLs, that changes everything.
That changes a lot.
Who gets priority in a shared infrastructure? This is crazy, man. This is crazy, man.
This throws off everything. I can definitely see stock markets going crazy. Who knows? I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be nuts. I mean, we still kind of have March Madness to hold us over for a little bit.
Yeah.
Who knows? It might take some time to contain the virus.
March Madness with no fans, Jails. That was everything.
March Madness is the fans.
Yeah.
That's why it's madness.
That's why it was madness.
That's why it's madness. Right now it's just March.
Right now it's just March scrimmage.
It's March, March scrimmaging.
We are in unprecedented times, man. Uncharted waters, Jails. Speaking of uncharted waters, Tom Hanks got coronavirus, man.
Yeah, I heard him and his wife.
And he was in Castaway, Jails. We know if anybody can survive this, he can. But he caught the coronavirus. His wife got it. It's crazy, man. I'm not leaving the house, bro. I'm here. I might go live just every day, just to talk. We got to change the show. What are we gonna do with the show now?
I don't know. I just asked you that question. Hey, I was like, are we doing anything Friday?
I don't know. What are we gonna do Friday, man?
I don't know.
Are we gonna change Battle of the Fans to like freestyle battles? I don't know.
We got some guys who make beats.
Yeah, anybody make beats? We got any aspiring rappers? Battle of the Fans. We'll turn this into a Freestyle Friday, Jails.
This might be your time, man.
This might be your time to shine. Use the platform to elevate yourself.
Hey, DJ, spin that.
Yeah, facts. Now might be the time, JLs, because we're going to need something to do. We're going to need something to do.
Yo, DJ, spin that. Yo, DJ, spin that.
Man.
Well, listen, we could still talk draft if
do that.
We could still talk draft.
You can do that. I know you can do that.
Yeah. Somebody said get Oakley back on. I don't know about that one, man.
Oh man.
Boy, oh boy.
I'm down for part two. I'm down for part two.
Hey, I'm down. I need a little breather tonight, but I'm down.
I know you down.
I'm definitely down, man. We'll go some more rounds with Oakley.
If the moment calls for it.
We got to do what we got to do. Seems like he's ready to go. I got his number. He's ready to go. You know? Yeah, crazy. So that's the update, man. NBA season has been suspended. Salute to everybody watching right now. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Like I said, this is a coronavirus-free show, so we don't change. It doesn't matter. We may get some new content in here, JLs, but we're still gonna keep the flow going.
Definitely know some battle rappers.
Yeah,
definitely know some tap dancers.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. We just gotta roll with it. That's all. Mm-hmm. More interviews. Is there another Knicks player that you would like us to see interview? Throw it in the chat. Let us know. Well, somebody said get Spike Lee on next. We'll see, man. Spike is tough. Spike is tough. We'll see if we can get Spike on. He may not want to do it. He's very, interesting in that way. We'll see. Can't, never know. Who knew we were gonna get Oak on the show? So yeah, you never know. Yeah, you never know. In other news, JLs, there was a game tonight. Knicks did win 136-131. I completely missed it. I don't know. Did you catch it? I completely missed it.
No. I saw smidgets of the Knicks losing the lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they had. When I turned it, I saw they had like a 17-point lead. Next thing I know, it's overtime. What was going on there?
Yeah, Trey Young happened. This is what I saw between like watching the game and trying to get my bearings and making graphics and whatever was happening in the background. Trey Young happened, first of all. Frank got pulled because Trey Young was cooking, but he was also cooking Elfrid Payton. He hit a crazy three from the logo and some layups. Ended up going into overtime. And at the end, I saw Julius Randle kind of took over. He did a few.
Okay. I saw Mitch call some crazy alleys too, man.
Oh, yeah. Mitch calls. Yeah, I was getting to that. I was definitely going to get to that. Julius Randle had some crazy turnaround jumpers at the end to keep them at bay. Elfrid Payton was going to the hole a lot, doing some damage. And the play you were talking about was Elfrid Payton just straight up intercepted.
Yeah.
Trey Young pass.
Yeah. Seems to have good games in Atlanta. Seems to be a trend with Payton. He seems to have good games in the A, man. 5 steals? How many steals did he have tonight? 5? Let me check the box score.
Let's see.
Check the box score.
Steals. Elfrid Payton, 4 steals.
4 steals for Payton. Okay.
Yeah, right. 11 points, 12 assists, 4 steals for Payton.
Solid.
1 block. Solid. 50%. Yeah, 50% from the field. 4 for 8.
Okay. There we
Solid
go.
Game. But Julius Randle was the one kind of ruled the night with 33 points and 11.
13 and 22 for Julius.
He was actually hitting threes. He was actually hitting threes.
3 for 6 from downtown. Okay. All right.
And hit all his free throws 4 for 4. So Julius actually had a pretty good game today.
26 points for RJ. Okay. 26 and 5, 4 dimes, 2 steals, 1 block across the stat sheet. 9 for 14 for RJ JLs.
Yeah, also 6 from 6 from the free throw line.
Nice. Sound like a bounce back game for RJ as well. Is he
something about the Hawks, man? RJ likes the Hawks.
Yeah, absolutely. Kevin Knox come to the stage, 3 for 3 from downtown, 12 points.
That's a fact.
We have Mitch with 16 and 6. Okay. All right. So by the gist of the box score, looks like we had some solid contributions from our youngsters. Frank went back to normal, but it is what it is.
Right. Mo Harkless with 14.6 rebounds and 6 assists.
Solid. That's solid, man.
He is not a fourth quarter player, though. He is scared. He is petrified of shooting the ball with the game on the line.
Hey, I'm petrified of watching him shoot the ball with the game on the
line. There was one play, I think the Knicks were up by 2 or something. They were double teaming Julius. Julius gives it to Harkless, the top of the key.
Mm-hmm.
And Mo just gave it right back to him. He wanted no parts of it.
Wow. That's interesting, man. So you know what? We got some people on the line. For those of you that did watch the game, you guys are gonna have to help us get through in terms of the breakdown. So when you call in, just let us know what you thought about the game, what happened. Give us some game stories, and we'll piece it together, JLs. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, because we didn't exactly see the game.
I didn't see more than like 5 minutes to keep it 100. I'll keep it a buck. Let's start off with JJ. How you feeling, man?
Yo, what up, fellas? What's good, man?
What's good, bro? How you feeling?
Man, chill, man. I'm good. Man, crazy night with the Oakley interview, and then the NBA season being canceled. But if we don't get, hopefully you guys still do some, draft shows and whatnot.
Oh yeah. We're gonna keep it going. Man. Yeah, we'll definitely keep it going. Trust me, there'll be a lot to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I just want to say about the Oakley interview, man. You guys did awesome because he was, at least in the beginning, he was just so argumentative and just, I mean, that's Oakley. You can't take it personally, But the one thing you asked him that, that's what I wanted to know was about, did he have any impact in free agents not wanting to come here? And if I think he said that he didn't talk to the players, but he spoke to players' agents. So in a way, I think he said like I did kind of hurt you guys, a little bit in that sense.
Yeah, he said at the end.
Somebody said I spoke to the players' agent.
He said at the end, he was like, no. I asked him twice because the first round he was just going in circles, and then I asked him again. I was like, did you, did you say to talk to free agents about not coming here? He said no. JLs. What was your take on that one, Jay?
You heard the no. I didn't hear the no.
Yeah, I heard him say no. I heard him say no. Oh, I think I said, did any free agents ask you about the Knicks? And he said no. That's what he said. That's what
didn't he say that? He spoke to their agents. So I could have sworn, and maybe I heard him wrong. I could have, but I thought he said like I spoke to.
But I don't think he meant necessarily I don't think he meant specifically about the Knicks. I just think he said just over,
okay.
Conversation.
I kind of feel like he didn't really answer that question. That's I felt like he kind of danced around that question. To be honest, I don't, even though he's kind of trying to. Yeah.
I when I asked him, when I said, did you speak to players specifically about the Knicks, or did players ask you about the Knicks? He said no. I think that's what I said. I got to go back and listen to the audio. But
I think he said when players ask, players think he said no. But I don't think he asked you about, when you asked him about did he speak to players, he didn't really answer that.
Yeah.
Did he speak to players about the Knicks while joining the Knicks in free agency? I don't think he directly answered that specific question.
Right. Well, listen, man. He's been a vet for a long time, and they got that media training, jails. You know what I mean? We're just civilians. We're not media guys. You know what I mean? We're just fans who have questions and we need answers. You know what I'm saying? Number one show for the fans, by the fans, for that very reason. So hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We got about 500 people watching on YouTube. Salute to everybody watching, everybody on Facebook. Appreciate you guys for watching as well. If you guys are new in the chat, leave a hashtag new and we'll shout you guys out. But crazy night, man. Crazy night all around, Jails. What is going on with this year, man?
Retro is Mercury still in retrograde?
I don't know, man.
It is a full moon. Wait, I'm looking out my window right now. Full moon.
Wow.
It is definitely a full moon.
Crazy.
That might have something to do with it, man.
For sure. Let's hear from the OG, Ron Cleveland in the building. Ron, how you feeling, man?
Man.
How you feeling, man?
Yeah. Man, hey, it's always good to get a win.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So in that regard, this might be the last game of the season.
Yeah. On that note, the Knicks cap it off with OW, baby.
Yes, sir. And indeed, I got a little info to give you guys, man. But I got to start with the game. But I work in healthcare and been doing it for 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say that because that's the most important thing for last.
Mm-hmm.
Man, before I got on with you guys, man, I was listening to that interview with Oak.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, a large part of me was hurting, man.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to Oakley, man, and I'm gonna tell y'all, man, my history with the Knicks run deep. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 46 years old. When I started becoming a Knicks fan, I was 17, 18 years old in Fort Drum, upstate New York, the youngest person in the whole battalion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When that thing was thick between Michael Jordan and Patrick Ewing and them guys, man, and I saw it firsthand. And listening to Oakley tonight, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, man, I wasn't feeling Oakley, man. I wasn't feeling him. I really didn't like the way it really wasn't an interview. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The guy came on defensive. You know, I got a lot of love for him. I respect the way he played the game. I wish people played the game like he do. But just being real, CP, I got to give you a lot of credit, man, because if I was giving that interview, I would have had to go back at it. And I respect you for that. You handled yourself with grace with that, man.
Appreciate it.
Jailers, also, man, that could have been done differently. And I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. If you sitting here, anybody sitting here and think that when he was talking to KD, that he didn't talk but the Knicks, man, you'd be a fool. You would be a fool to believe he didn't tell him something. You know what I mean? I wasn't buying that. To me, that's a lie. I'm calling it out. I'm calling it like I see it. And I would tell him that if I was talking to him face to face, because I don't bite my tongue for nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't feeling that. That was a lie. That's why them guys didn't come in. When I saw that video, when I saw that picture of him and Katie, I said, "Oh, we're not getting Katie. That's different." Why are you even in a video with a picture with Katie if Katie got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, I knew it. I was like, okay, that's what we're done with. The dude is salty because even they talked about. I remember he even said it out his own mouth, and they got recordings of it. He was salty about not getting a job with the Knicks. You see what I'm saying? He talked about they got other people employed. Why he didn't give me a job? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you worrying about, hey, every man got a right to run their house the way they want to. If I want to throw you out my house, guess what? That's my right.
Yeah,
That's my right.
He sounded bitter.
You know what I mean?
He was angry. He was bitter. He sounded hurt. Sounded a little saucy, Ellis. You know, I didn't want to say it on the call. He sounded a little sauced up.
And I feel sorry for him for that, man. But to think that he was totally exonerated with what went on in the garden.
Hell no.
He had something to do with it.
Of course.
There's no way that man was just going to throw you out like that.
Of course. There's no way.
You said something.
Of course he did.
I saw you pushing. I saw you pushing on them security guards.
Yeah.
Them guys wasn't pushing you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hold on, Ron. JL's, go ahead. Hold on, Ron. Go ahead, Jay.
I'll say two things because I did like some research on the Oakley stuff 3 years ago when this stuff was happening, and from what I was reading, supposedly it all started when Oakley was with the Charlotte Hornets, and he spoke out about not giving Patrick Ewing a job. That's supposedly we were all supposed to started it. And from then on, Dolan didn't like how he's speaking out, so we kind of treated him a certain type of way. That's for one. And also,
but Jay Ellis,
yeah. Also,
I agree with that. You know that definitely started it. But you know what? It's how you do things, man. If you got a problem with that man, don't go on national media where you know anything we do, we can't even pass gas without them writing an article.
Yeah.
You go to the man in private, go behind closed doors, just like Spike Lee. I love Spike. I love him. But going on ESPN, and I agree with you guys, that wasn't the place to go. You go to that man and talk to the man. You shook. They got a picture of you shaking a hand with the man during the game.
Spike lied too.
Everything's all cool. And then you go on national media and talking. That's sorry, man. I can't respect that neither. You got to call it like it is.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care how much money you spend. You still got to do things the right way, man. Go behind. Hey, we all men. If I got a problem with you, I ain't running to no media. I'm going to you face to face, and we gonna talk. And that's the internet. And I ain't gonna run to the media after you say something I don't agree with, because chances are you're not gonna agree with everything I say. We're different. We're not the same people. But to this main thing, man, that I was saving for last. This coronavirus, man, tonight, man, hey, fellas, Knicks fan base, everybody, you know what I mean, that's listening, everybody that's, you know, in the chat, the main thing to do, I've been in healthcare for like 12, 14 years, and I currently work at a hospital. Main thing you got to do, you got to make sure you constantly wash your hands. Don't take that for granted, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wash your hands. Not only wash your hands, when you can't wash your hands, make sure you got that hand sanitizer, man.
Yeah.
With the alcohol.
Yep.
And not only that, the first thing with a virus, when a person gets sick, the first thing that happens when a person gets sick is going to attack your vitamin C. You got to make sure your vitamin C level is up. Make sure your vitamin C level is up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Get your juice in you. Get some pure cherry juice. Get some pure blueberry juice. Not no ocean spray crap.
Nah, the real stuff.
Get the pure stuff.
Yeah.
You got to get the real stuff, because that will boost your immune system. And exercise, fellas. When I was in the Army, we exercised a lot. I hardly ever got sick. And they even told us, they said, one way to fight getting sick, make sure you exercise.
Yeah, sweat it out.
If you want to get sick, don't exercise. You got to get off the couch. You got to get off the couch. So that's the main thing I wanted to relay to you guys tonight, man. Hey, be safe, man. Limit your contact. Because if a virus ain't got nothing to attach onto, it's going to die. And that's why they're trying to limit all these these big, gatherings amount of people.
Yeah.
Because if the virus don't have stats on it, we'll die.
True story, man. Appreciate the advice, Ron. Appreciate it, man. The OG Ron Cleveland, Jay Ellis.
Yeah, man.
Well said, man. To a T, to a letter. And he even gave you some health advice to stay right. Come on, man.
Yeah, I do want to separate Oakley from Spike though, yo. I don't want to lump them into one,
Yeah.
Because Spike had his moment when he went on First Take. I know some people didn't agree with it. But I kind of get it. Even though he went off the deep end a little, I kind of get where Spike is coming from. Like, you scan your ticket, you get kicked out, and then they write about you in the paper the next day. You're probably going to be tight.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Spike Lee is still a Knicks fan. He's not – I don't want to he's not – he's
coming back next year.
He's coming back next season.
He's coming back. That's
true. He was trying to recruit, players to the Knicks.
Yeah.
During the decision. And so I don't want to put – I don't just want to be like, oh, I don't want to put –
Good points. Good points. I think that's a good point. That's a good point. A lot of people give us credit for how we handle the interview. I thought, like I said, I told JLs before this interview started. I said, bro, I said, we got the outline of what we want to talk about, but just know this thing could go south very fast. And within the first 3 minutes, JLs, Oak was ready to throw hands. I told you, bro. Straight off the top, JLs. I watched every single Oakley interview that he ever did. Like, this is his MO, man. I told you, man. This was gonna get spicy fast. So all right, listen. I thought, like a lot of people, I was disappointed hearing it, after a while. It's just, obviously, he maintains his innocence like he didn't do anything. I think that's a bunch of BS. Mm-hmm. As you see with Dolan, it's if you trigger him, you will pay the price, whether that's the fan or whether it's Oakley. And like I said, as an owner of your private enterprise, you have the right to do so. And if you feel like you're being attacked, you feel like you're being threatened, then you could do that. Now, again, what happened after security came was another incident. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he meant for them to rough him up, drag him to the floor. Yeah. So that was another incident because you had him who was clearly drunk. And then you had 10 security guards who was like, oh, our boss is watching us right now. How are we supposed to handle it? So everybody escalated it to a situation that it just boiled over.
Absolutely.
Powder cake.
I definitely feel like Dolan was like, oh, Oakley's in the building to have eyes on him. And he was, like he said, I definitely feel like security was following Oak, and he probably had that right. And just like you said right now, I feel like security probably was a little bit overzealous because boss is watching.
Yeah, agreed, man. Let's go back to the phones. Q's back. Q, how you feel, man?
What's up, fellas?
How you feeling, bro?
Hey, good. It's really entertaining today.
Hey, we got to, man. They canceled the season. We got Oak interview. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is all entertaining. I thought we would just be talking about Oak and, really excited. Love the interview. You know what I mean? I'm an Oak guy. I used to love Oak, man, but he looks like everybody's that one uncle in the family that got a drinking problem, got issues. And I was a little sad because I feel like the Knicks, as far as the players, they should all get together, talk to Oak and say, hey, man, let's get this right. I remember the days when the Knicks were great. And these young kids, they don't understand that. Mm-hmm. They really don't. They just know the Knicks is losers. So I look back and see everybody comments. It's kind of funny, but it just seemed like it's a real problem, man. And,
it seems like help. These guys aren't close like that. God bless the dead. Maybe if Mace was alive, maybe Mace would have brokered the olive branch, the peace offering. But you see Starks, you see LJ, you see even Spreewell of all people came back. You know what I'm saying? You see Charles Smith. Yeah. You see John Wallace. Like, how the captain Patrick Ewing, nobody, tried to stage an intervention between the two groups. That's kind of funny to me, man.
Yeah, I mean, what's their relationship? That's what got to happen.
Yeah. What is their relationship?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. That's why I'm like, I thought that team, other than the Pistons, were like the closest team. You know, it was like, you get in a fight, I'm getting in a fight.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was just always that bruising Knicks team, and Oak was the head guy of that. You know, so Oak looks like one of the guys that throw down. JLS was right. He'll throw down for his brother, but as soon as you don't throw down for him, he's in your face.
Yeah.
And so all of us can relate to that.
True.
You know, all of us can relate to that. So I think what's more important is you guys did an excellent job. You know, it was amazing that CP, you didn't just blast them out. You know, you kept your composure, so it's going to be dope when the cable show busts out. You know, y'all the number one duo. Let's get you on the cable show. You know what I'm saying?
Simple and plain, right, Q?
Yeah, but another point about the Knicks game, it was simple. RJ was percolating. Randall and Payton tried to kill us, and they end up going to overtime, and Vince Carter hit the last shot.
Just like the last game in ATL.
Yeah, so it was pretty cute. And, you know, the whole NBA season is screwed, so I hope you guys, this will be the biggest challenge of the season, how you guys are going to keep the nation pumping. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I know y'all going to get to the lab, get some ideas, but definitely tonight was a crazy night.
Indeed,
and good show, fellas.
Appreciate the call, man. Always a good call, man. Appreciate it, bro. Crazy night, JLs.
This night was nuts.
Crazy night.
This is nuts, man. This is too much.
Crazy night, man. Definitely want to salute John Rivers in the chat. He's team #new. Salute to John Rivers.
That's you.
We got Richard James in the chat, team #new as well. A couple super chats came in. CW Flash says, we want Marbury.
Shout out.
That'll be a challenge. We'll try to get Steph. That'll be a challenge. We got super chat from Marcus, that guy Jones. It says, I think it's really possible with the timelines issue, NBA might end the season as of today. So playoff/draft timeline not affected, which means we finish 6th. Oh, man. Well, we can always check the Tankathon and see what they think about it tonight, Jails.
Yeah.
Last night we got LaMelo. You know what I mean? Last night we got LaMelo. So Marcus wants to test our luck. All right, so if we do the sim lottery, the Tankathon gives us 7th again. Every time we do the sim lottery part, we get 7th. Woo. Oh, boy. All right. They gave Cleveland number 1, as usual.
That's probably like Obi.
Could be. All right, so right now, they have Toppin going 11th to the Spurs. If everything finished out according to record, we would get Halliburton at 6th, and they put Obi to the Spurs.
Oh, they got Halliburton at 5. Yeah, 6.
Halliburton at 6. All right. So if we did a real mock draft, they gave us Killian Hayes at 4.
I'll take that.
Killian Hayes at 4.
What do you
guys think about that?
That man, I'm already designing the merch, CD. I'm already designing the merch. Killian Hayes.
Killian kill, man. Oh boy. But on back to the Oak topic, it's not the first time you're hearing guys having issues or known issues with Patrick Ewing, bro. I think again, a lot of the times when we just civilians in this whole thing, we don't know what's going on in the background.
Yeah, absolutely.
They blamed Ewing for getting Mason traded to the Hornets. When Riley walked out and they brought in Don Nelson for that 1 year, Don Nelson wanted to run small ball. He wanted to run Mason as the point forward. They wanted to run the offense through Mason. They didn't want to go inside out. They wanted to run it through Mason, who had no issues with it. He was always he always didn't like that. He always felt like as a 6th man, the Knicks really wasn't respecting what he was trying to, his skills. So him and Ewing clashed over it. And it was said that they started a mutiny to get Don Nelson out of there. And they did. They fired Don Nelson. They trade Mason for LJ, and Jeff Van Gundy becomes the coach. A lot of people put that on Ewing, man. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get the answer.
Nah, that's gonna go to the grave.
We're not gonna get the answer from Oak. We're not gonna get it from Starks.
Nope.
And we'll see. You know, maybe one day we get the captain on here on a candid interview, uncensored.
That'd be dope.
Captain interview where he addresses this. I think that needs to be the next move. After March Madness is finished, let's go for the captain. Let's go for the big fish. You know what I mean?
Let's do it.
Captain Ahab, Moby Dick. You know what I mean? The one that got away. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Captain, Spike, everybody.
Yeah, let's go for it, man. The big fish, man. 2020 seemed like the world is about to end anyway, JL. So we got to roll the dice. We got to go fast.
Yo, there's a plague of locusts happening in Africa. If you didn't know,
we got to make moves, cause the way 2020 is going, fam, we might not have that much time left.
Yo, there's a plague of locusts happening in Africa. I'm not even joking. Google that. There's a plague of locusts.
I gotta check it out. Man.
World is going nuts right now.
Lambo, what's up, man?
Yo.
What's good, bro?
Segueing back into the last thing I'm gonna say on the Oakley thing, man.
Yeah.
Because it's fueled by the right source, and that's what I want to say. Because I hear a lot of talks this, that, and the third, and I get where he's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And just to come to his defense a little bit, it's fueled by the right source. He's not trying to be, I hear hate this, that, and the third. He got to realize at the end of the day, there ain't no entitlement, and it looks like Dolan ain't giving no favoritism either. So he got to deal with whatever he has to deal with for himself. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, everything is going down with his situation. He got to take a couple steps back, and it sucks because the space he's put himself in against Dolan, he's done more damage than Dolan's done. Because I know a lot of people might not want to hear this, but Dolan played it correctly. Like, maybe some of the stuff that he might have said in media, but it's his team. He
doesn't need Oakley, man. He doesn't need him. He doesn't need him.
So the fact that I feel like Oakley really is a diehard Knicks fan, but if he can get all that under control, Eagles is in the middle. I'm hoping that apology is going to have to be given. If it doesn't, I don't see them consolidating and fixing the situation. I heard you say earlier that you don't think it's going to happen, but on Oakley's end, he's going. I didn't watch like 3 or 4 interviews myself where he's now trying to get him thrown off, like on what happened to Stern, and that's like another level. Like, it's not like Dolan's not hearing it. Like, he's just adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's impossible because clearly they have to coexist. I just hope that it can be mediated and they can come to some type of agreement. Because, like I said, it's fueled by the right. It's fueled by the right source. It's like he really wants to see the Knicks win, and it's like you can also tell he loves the fans and he loves the camaraderie. But it comes to a point where you got to tone it down and you got to keep yourself under control. You can't just be out here wilding all the time.
True story, man. Appreciate the call. Good points, bro. Good points. I mean, listen, JL, you could see. Again, he was wrong for that MSG incident. All right, there's 3 sides to the story. I think he was wrong. I think security was wrong. He got dragged out of there. He's a prideful guy, obviously, right? They always say there's nothing stronger than a mother's love than a man's pride. That's a saying. Nothing stronger than that. Pride is what kills us as men, bro. In any situation.
Absolutely.
Pride is always the downfall of man. He got dragged out of there in front of his faithful. He got embarrassed. He took him to court. He lost. I'm sure that even factored in on how he's feeling right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He took an L. The judge was like, "You have no case. This is this man's business." That's it.
Yeah, it might be weird because who you are and you bought your ticket, but legally you can do that.
That's it. So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't see this thing getting rectified anytime soon.
Yeah, man, that's the feeling I got. That's the feeling I got from that, man. That's the feeling I got.
Absolutely.
It's gonna take. Dolan for one is not the type to say sorry. He's not a safe face guy.
Yeah. But again, you never know. I never thought I would see the day when little Terrell Spiro was walking back through that door. It's interesting, the timing. I think you had always said that. The timing of it was interesting.
Yeah, I definitely said that was a marketing publicity.
Was the Sprewell hire a PR stunt after the Oakley fiasco?
100%. And Sprewell wanted to listen. Sprewell, like, you know what the Garden is, man. People want to come back. People don't want to be banned forever. So people kind of got on Sprewell for like taking the bag or whatever. But he probably wanted to come back to New York too because what he built here with Allen Houston, that was a fun time for him.
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
So it's like it's mixed feelings. I mean, it's mixed feelings about
true story. Well, let's take it to the West Coast. Pal, what's good, my dude?
What's good, JL? It's CP. Oh man,
how you feel, man?
What a wild evening. Smash up for that wild evening, man.
Smash that thumbs up.
Thumbs up for that.
Smash that thumbs up
historical
button.
Evening.
Yeah.
We just witnessed a historical night for real. Like,
for real, bro.
I just want to touch a little bit about Charles Oakley and then move on because like right now I feel like this is a distraction right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oakley, this is like what my beef is with Oakley.
Mm-hmm.
Is like this is like we're not gonna get through to him to mend the relationship or whatever. Because like if y'all ever have had like problems with your old like homies and shit and stuff, like you know what it is. You know, like he's very prideful. And he's not gonna let this go. And I really wish if he's gonna keep doing this, just not involve the Knicks because right now it's like it's not helping our case. You know?
Yeah.
And you don't even know what's really true anymore because like the truth is in the middle in this whole conversation.
Man. I always say three sides.
But like
it's three sides.
Three sides, right? You never know who's really right or wrong. And I really just wish like he just doesn't involve us and just like focus out of it. But what I want to know is, Jay Ellis, what did you want to tell Oak? Because like there was like that one moment in the interview where you really wanted to like jump in. What was that you wanted to tell him?
Which part? Oh man,
we gotta go back.
There was like a moment where he was like,
yeah. Remind me. I gotta watch the
tape.
What was
that like? Go ahead.
You have to remind me because I don't remember.
Let's just say this, right? Was there like any question that you wanted to ask Oak that you didn't get to like a chance to ask him?
I really wanted to get to the. I really wanted a straight answer out of the free agency question. That's what I really wanted to really. Cause I really
felt like he was dancing around it.
I 100% felt like he was dancing around it, and he was just kind of rambling. And then CP asked him the follow question. But I really wanted to ask him like, did you talk to KD? Like
I want the truth.
Did you pursue? Like, did you?
Yeah.
Like, was KD on board? And then you was like, yo, chill. Like that's the part where I really wanted to be like, yo, what's up? For sure. That's section.
You know what? Low key, I believe that he did. I mean, he'll never admit it. Mm-hmm. But low key, he's so petty that he would do something like that. But see, that's what I'm saying. He's a distraction. So, please let the legend be a legend. This is why they say never be your idols too. Like, just like leave us alone, please, if you're listening. But, yeah, man.
All right, I do appreciate the call,
leave
man.
Us alone.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
All right, let's go to Florida. JL's Jay's in here. Jay, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, fellas?
How you feeling, bro?
Hey, man, I'm done with Oakley, man.
Yeah.
I've been a Knicks fan since 1994. I just turned 34 today, bro.
Happy birthday, bro.
Same age, right? Appreciate you, fellas, man. Listen, I'm done with Oakley, bro. Oakley don't care about us, man. He care about himself. His intentions. He don't care about Knicks fans, bro. At all. If he cared about us, he wouldn't have did that. He would have went on national TV 4 or 5 times. Him and Spike, to me, they snitches. They two snitches. Those not saying anything. Him and Spike is constantly going on TV, telling on what's going on, making the Knicks look bad, making us a laughing stock, and talking about, we love the fans. I want to address the fans. You don't want to address the fans.
Yeah.
You don't care about the fans, bro.
And he wanted to act else. He's like, what media tour? I'm like, man, you went on every single show on ESPN. Man. What are you talking about? Like,
I have mixed feelings about that because he did come on the show, right? He didn't have to come on the show. He did come on the show, but it was still like a weird vibe when he was here. So it's like I feel like he cared. I do feel like he does care, but I just feel like he gets in his own way. I'll keep it at that. I feel
don't care, man. Something's wrong with that dude. Out of all the vets, we grew up watching that team, man. Houston, Spreewell, all these cats is back in the Garden. He's the only one away from the stadium. Why? What's wrong with you, bro? What is wrong with you? You drug Spike into the Spike is on TV snitching and telling on Dolan. This is nasty, man. Just make the team look terrible. On the season, right? If the season ends today, would it be the 6th pick, bro? All these pointless games with these vets winning these pointless games. If Dot and Trier and Knox and all the young cats win this game, I would be happy, right? Because we developing the kids and we win a game. It's a waste, bro. Outside of the top 3 in the draft, the talent is very, very sparse, bro. There's not a lot of talent outside the top 3. If you want Melo, if you want Anthony Edwards, we have to finish closer to the top 3. It's a complete waste, bro. It's a terrible day. If this is the last day of the season, bro, it's a terrible day, bro. We needed more losses. I'm on the tank train, bro.
All right, appreciate the call, Jay. Your line was getting a little staticky. Hey, made good points, Shales.
Yeah,
he made some good points.
Sheesh. Oh man, I'm having an inner battle, CP. I'm not gonna lie, yo.
I mean, like you said, he gave us the interview. You know, I appreciate all those involved in making it happen. There were a lot of people behind the scenes that made this happen. Once we did get connected, it didn't take too long to schedule him. I'll say that. Like, he didn't hold us off. He called me yesterday. He was ready to go.
He was hyped to go.
He called me last night. I was like, "Yo, Oak, the interview's actually tomorrow."
Exactly.
He's like,
"Oh shit!" About it yesterday.
Yeah, so you know, that's just what it is. And then he tried to play like he wasn't going on a media tour, that's exactly what he was doing. JLs. Look on YouTube right now. Every single ESPN show has Charles Oakley on it from last week.
I mean, however you want to word it, media tour, multiple media stops in a small amount of time.
Same thing.
I don't know how you.
Same thing.
It is what it.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
I don't even know how to feel about this, man.
It is what it is, man. Delano, talk us off the ledge, man. What'd you think about the interview tonight? You're always a voice of reason, man.
Salute.
It's Delano time, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to y'all, man. It was a great interview. I was appreciative of the fact that you allowed, a Knick legend to speak his side of things. Even though I'll be honest. I can see why. Listen, he was defensive. That's defensive caller, the defensive guest of the year. I swear, I ain't never seen anybody who took so much, aggression towards a. You asked him how his day was. Hey, what you mean by that? Wait a minute. Just ask him how your day was, brother. Like, goodness gracious, this times in the interview, I was like, listen, hey man, I'm sorry. Whatever I said in the chat, I apologize. In all honesty though, it was a great interview. I feel like he was jaded. Some of the things they were questionable. The whole situation with the World Wide West trying to get him and Dolan to speak or shake hands or whatever, and he had to introduce him. Like, you had to introduce a Knick legend to the old. Like, when did that happen?
Right.
That was very questionable. But again, all this does is it's just, no matter how much we want to sit there and point the finger individually at players or owners and coaches and all that stuff, it's bad for the brand, period.
Yeah.
And I don't think they realize it because they're emotionally attached to whatever it was. Oakley's about the situation and only the situation. Mm-hmm. Everything that he has to say was an emotional response. And I feel like that's the same thing with James Dolan. Everything that happens, the sell the team chant, we're kicking him out the garden because he says sell the team. It's emotional. There's no rationalization behind it. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech. Kiss my, the words.
Yeah.
For all that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, that's all it is. I think that, two hard-headed guys, two headstrong guys who really just, at the end of the day, had a situation and both of them are having emotional reactions to it. But all the while, I'm still, happy, grateful, that you guys were able to get that interview. It's a great look for y'all because I feel like, again, y'all are definitely the number one show for Knicks brand. And I think that's, you know what I'm saying, something that I wish, you know, the people, you know what I'm saying, upstairs, the league would be able to take notice of stuff like that. You know what I mean? But in regards to the game tonight, we blew a 17-point lead.
Yeah, 17-point fourth
I mean, we
quarter
won in
lead,
overtime, but we blew a. I mean, and that was halftime. We ended up by like 22, and we blew that. My goodness, listen. I'm just glad we pulled out the win, but that bothers me a little bit. Like, I get teams can blow leads, and I know this is a game of runs and all that, but that bothers me that we could have that much of a lead. And all it just, you know, like it's questionable. Like what are we really doing, fellas? Like when do we just have a lead and we get too comfortable to the point where it feels like, hey, we could let anybody back in
this happened the last time they were in ATL, and I didn't see this game, so I can't really speak on this one. But this happened the last time we were in ATL, JLs. I don't think the lead was that sizable, but this happened the last time.
Yeah, I think so. And it's not even just us, the defense. I feel like Knicks get tight. The Knicks get tight when the game is on the line. They don't even know what to do.
Maybe after they found out that the season got canceled, that's when they kind of took their foot off the pedal a little bit. Maybe they went into tank mode. You know, appreciate the call, Delano. Maybe they went into tank mode. Didn't you say Mo Harkless was playing the fourth quarter?
Oh, he was playing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so that's when they went into the tank.
You're right.
That's what happened, man. That's what happened. We just had a bot attack going on in the chat, JL. So me and all the mods had to go to battle. I think there's still more coming in.
Oh, well.
I think there's still more coming in. And the funny thing is like they were adding comments relevant to the conversation. But they were bots.
Smart bots now.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
This is another level. Shout out to Reggie Jones for the super chat.
Man. That's why we got all the mods in here. Salute to Alex, TM, Keith Sinclair in there battling, going toe to toe. We appreciate you guys, man. Dave, everybody, appreciate it. Pal. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Couple more super chats came in. Michael Parker, number one fan of the show, JL, says salute to the chat. Right. Salute to the mods. What up, CP and JL? Everybody be safe. Stock up on water and ramen noodles. Peace. Well, JL, so if you're going to be eating them ramen noodles, you're going to need more water. So it's one or the other. You know what I mean? That might cancel each other out, man. Ramen noodles.
My job just text me.
Oh, what they say?
Stay your ass home.
Nice. Yeah, it's we on some like 28 days later type ish right now, man. It's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
I want to shout out Mark Knows the Truth. These team hashtag new. Salute to Mark. We got Sir Rap 1906 sends us a super chat. JLs. He says Oak was definitely sipping on that night train on MD 2020. Respect to you fellas for holding it down. Salute. Yeah. That's all I can really say. Michael Parker, salute to you once again. He says, can we please get LeVar Ball as a guest? Ooh.
That would be hilarious.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting.
I actually think we could pull that off too. That's
funny. Is LeVar the guest that we want to have talk about LaMelo in our draft series?
That could be interesting.
All right, let's think about that. That could
actually be pretty fucking. Sorry.
Yeah. That could be interesting, man.
Hilarious. I'd actually tune in for that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm on the show. I would tune
in. That could be funny, man. And also Sheldon Cunningham sends us a super chat as well. Sheldon, we appreciate you. We can't see the comment, but definitely thanks for sending that in. Throw your cities in the chat, man. Wherever you guys are checking in from, throw your cities in the chat, and we'll shout you guys out. Let's go to Harlem World, JL. Steve is in here. Steve, how you feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Shout out to you guys about keeping the love alive. You know, I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it.
From the can you hear me well?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. You good?
Okay. Yeah, I was saying, first of all, shout out to you guys, DKCP and Jay Ellis and everybody. You guys are fantastic station. Keep Keep doing what y'all do.
Thank you.
I
man.
was listening to the Oakley interview, and we all have family members that have, maybe done some questionable things. And, this is a situation where I just, if Oakley's listening, love to you, brother. But at some point, mend the fences, let it go. He's a rich guy. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, if you a rich man getting into heaven it's easier for somebody to jump through the eye of a needle than to do that. And he's a rich man, and a lot of rich people are prideful. And I believe that the NBA currently, the millions of dollars that people are making in the old NBA, millions of dollars that they're not making, some of the old players, they need the jobs. And that's their only connection to their old teams. So they need a gig here and there. And then a lot of them have pride for how hard they work. The guy getting floor burns and basically epitomizing hard work. So I understand his ownership of, his fandom of the team and how he loves, it had been a previous player. But like some of these rich guys, they're not giving you a job. Even if that's the most likely job that he's connected to. But unfortunately, I think that ship sailed. I know a few of the Knicks players have gotten jobs over the years, Starks, Wallace, LJ, and they've gotten jobs in there, so they have a vested interest. So if they come against Dolan in some kind of way, perhaps they're not working. And like I said, once again, today's time, you're a previous player. You're not going to make $20 million, make it being a player relations or being a general manager. You're not making $20 million for that.
Yeah.
And if you say too much about the owner, maybe you don't have a job anymore.
That's a good point.
Or maybe Spike Lee doesn't have his seats out there.
It's a good point. Good
point,
Steve.
I just
appreciate
looked at
the call,
it like
man.
that.
Appreciate the call.
Behind the scenes, actually.
Yeah. Let's keep it a bug with the people, JLs. LJ definitely got funny style with us. He did. I don't know if we'll ever get him on the show, but he kind of gave us a cold shoulder a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I mean? I still show him love, respect when I see him, but it seems like he tries to kind of just do his job and keep it pushing. You don't hear him do too many interviews. He'll go to the events, maybe because he feels obligated to, but I don't know if he just doesn't want to be asked about the 4-point play. There's plenty of other good moments from LJ, you know what I mean? But I think it's more so, I think he feels like he's going to be trapped into saying something, you know what I mean?
He doesn't want to get in trouble. Like he's going to take it too far.
That's how I kind of saw it, when we had that, that incident we had, that interaction that we had.
Yeah.
It's kind of played that way. Like he's like, he was a little bit leery of us. Like, we're not trying to trap you. Just,
we were real fans. I mean, that's
real fans, bro.
Listen, this is probably one of the best. This is the best Knicks platform out there, right? But here's the thing about the platform. We are real fans. We are not connected to the media and that sort of thing. So we're going to ask real questions,
right?
And if you're scared of the real questions, then you probably don't want to be here. Because we're going to ask real questions going to come.
Right.
But I mean, if that's how he feels and that's how he feels, he has every right to kind of protect himself if he wants to. But you're going to ask, you can dance if you want to.
Yeah. So I respect that.
We'll respect that. If you do not want to answer the question, we will respect that.
Yeah. That's all, man.
Yeah, but we'll ask the question. If you don't answer, we'll move on.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well said. Definitely well said, man. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We're a couple of likes away from 250, they say. So hit that thumbs up button for you boys for sure. Let's see where everybody's checking in from. We got Chen checking in from San Francisco. We got Mark Knows the Truth checking in from YO, Yonkers, Brooklyn, J Forbes, what's going on? Chet Carwat checking in from Chi-Town. We got Webster Ralph Jr. checking in from London, UK, J Ellis. Late night in London. Alex Collins is back home in Ireland. Salute to Alex Collins.
Yo, shout out Alex, man, who's rocking the gear.
Man. Yo, Alex was a cool dude, man. It was good to get up. We had some lunch before he went back home the other day, so it was cool to link up with him. What's funny is like you never met these people, but you're always talking to them. Yeah. So like when me and him linked, it was just like you talking to your homie, like, you know what I mean? And it was really like
real, like, oh,
yeah. It was like the second time you link up with him, but you talk so much on Twitter, you talk so much on the YouTube that when you link up, it's like, you know, you knew the person the whole time, man. So
it's like us. We talked on Instagram for a year before.
Yeah, facts. That's true. That's true, man. So that's what the power of the community, man, that we built. Mm-hmm. Edward Dolan checking in from Fort Lauderdale. What's going on? We got Serdy checking in from Switzerland, Jay Ellis.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Who you got in there?
I got a few. Rich Jim.
Rich Jim, what's going on?
Over here.
Mm-hmm.
S. Martinez is from the Boogie Down, and also representing Waterbury, Connecticut. We got Nick P. from
Nick, what's good?
Meredith, shout out to you. Winston Ellis, my guy, BK to DE.
All right. We got Finley Herritt, London 3 a.m. gang. Shout out Finley Herritt. We got Kaya B checking in from Adelaide, Australia, Jay Ellis.
Okay.
Yeah, you see how it I hit them with the Australia, you know. Yeah, you gotta like Australian accent's a little bit different than the English one.
Yeah, man. Be careful out there. Australia.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you see Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks got hit with the coronavirus, man. So it's kind of crazy, man. Kind of crazy. All right, let's go to let's hear from Ari tonight, man. We didn't hear from Ari all night. Ari, how you feeling?
Man, I'm good, dude. You got your show's popping right now. You know, I was on hold for 50 minutes, man. You're Spike Leeing me right now, dude. What are you? I gotta wait on the. I gotta go through the regular entrance. Come on, I thought I was VIP on this. Spiking me.
we sent Ari through general admission. We sent him through general.
My God,
we sent him through general admission. Jay Ellis, he's pissed. He's pissed. We sent him through the general admission line, man. Ari, my bad, bro. What's going on?
Oh my God, no, nothing, man. Tonight was absolutely insane, honestly, and I'll be honest. I'm out of lettuce right now, so it's a bad time for me. But what I'm gonna say is, you know, with the Oakley Ewing thing, you know what it reminds me of a little bit. It reminds me a little bit about, like, you ever see the movie The Town?
Yes.
It reminds me of like the Jeremy Renner and Ben Affleck combination, like how, and Oakley's obviously like the wild one, and Ben Affleck is the one who's trying to play by the rules a little bit, and you know that's why there's beef. But you have to understand, you know, the thing is, what I think gets lost is, like, you know, people are like, oh, Oakley doesn't care about the fans, You know, he feels very betrayed by the organization, and he's obviously a very loyal and authentic dude. You know what I mean? And his hatred for the for the Knicks is stronger than his love for the fans. It's not like he doesn't care about the Knicks fans.
Yeah, that's well said.
It's not like he doesn't. Yeah, not like he doesn't care about the fans. It's just that, you know, we all, like, listen, I don't know how old everyone in the chat is, but, like, you know, if you watched him play, he would, like, put his life on the line for his teammates. And when Patrick Ewing, you know, doesn't want to, like, co-sign him because he knows with the baggage that comes with Oak, he feels very betrayed by that, right? And and that is the reason why he's just a hurt man. You can see it. He's just hurt, and he feels very betrayed. And, you know, it's just a very bad situation. But, you know, there's no wrong or right thing to, you know what I mean? There's no like, he's wrong, he's right. You know, I don't think it's either of that. I think that he's just a very emotional guy, and his authenticity and his loyalty and the things that make him so special and such, we love him so much for, it hurts him more, and that's why he's as salty as he is. So, you know, listen, I mean, tonight's been rough for me, man, between the corona and then Kobe died a month ago, and now I find out Patrick Ewing and Charles Oakley, my two heroes growing up, like, had differences. It was just been a wild night. And then, obviously, in Knicks fashion, when we're literally tied with the Atlanta Hawks in the record, we win tonight on the last game of the season. I guarantee you the Hawks get a top 2 pick, and we're going to end up with 7 again, and we're going to draft another Frank. All right, so it's like, just like unbelievable night, man. I don't know, but I know Ron Cleveland, Dr. Ron Cleveland over there with his medical advice about Corona. Just saying real quick before I sign off, stock market's getting crushed. Put your money in real estate. Contact me if you need me. All right? That's all I got to say, guys.
All right, Ari, man. Peace, bro.
Oh, man.
Right.
Oh,
my goodness, man. That was a funny call, JLs.
I think Ari explained kind of what I was saying before, man. Like, I do think Oak likes the fans, man. I think Ari said it really well. Like, he's just caught up in his own emotions.
He wouldn't have came on if he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. He wouldn't have came on if he didn't love the fans. He wouldn't come on so easily if he didn't love the fans and the Knicks fans and Knicks Nation and stuff like that. It's just that he's just really pissed at Dolan and the way that went down. And when you're loyal and you go to bat hard for everybody, like I said, I've seen people like that, and people like that take everything personal, everything, and they just because they'll go so hard for you, they'll give you the clothes off their back and their last shirt and their last. So I weirdly understand him, but I also like feel sorry for everything that's happened. It's like it's weird.
Hey, good points. They're definitely good points. Salute to Above the Rim. He sends us a super chat. He says, Oak is that bitter relative who won't go to the wedding. Oak feels betrayed, never gonna be the same. Be careful, Knicks Nation, crazy things. Salute to Above the Rim. All right, couple more calls and then we're gonna wrap up. So we're gonna go to Ant, Dan on deck, and then Worldwide West to close it. Ant, what's going on? Ant from the Bronx. Yo, what's good, Ant?
Yo, what's going on, bro?
What's good, bro? How you feeling?
Yo, good job, guys, with Oak. He was really hostile at the beginning.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the game. You know, Frank been in his bag lately. That's been really good to see him aggressive like that. He tried to do it against today. He looked good. He looked smooth, but his shots didn't fall today. But if he continues playing like that and pacing the game, then I would like to keep him to whatever. If he becomes a bust, whatever, I don't care. He doesn't cost that much, so we could keep him, see where he goes.
Mm-hmm.
And RJ, man, I hate that Miller's not putting Frank in with RJ. Like, every time he puts Frank in, he takes RJ out. And obviously, Payne and RJ do not mix together. He kept dishing out the ball to Harkless in the corner at the end of the fourth quarter. Harkless did like 15 threes in the corner instead of passing it to RJ when he could have pump faked and drove or just shot the three. I would have rather RJ taken it. Yeah, so that was annoying to watch. Giving the ball to Harkless over and over and over again.
Okay, appreciate the call, man.
And,
I don't really have much to say on that because we didn't see the game. But appreciate the call and appreciate you for breaking it down for us. Dan from Long Island, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's good, fellas?
How's
hey,
it
by
going?
the way, great interview. It was a juggling show at my house because I was listening to you and Oak, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys with Oakley. I had the Knick game on, but the sound down, and then. When the president came on at 9:00, you guys were finishing up with Oak, but I wanted to hear the president. So it was like a 3-ring circus at my house. But I have to tell you right now, since the Chris Childs interview, that thing you just did at 8:00 was classic. And it's like basically like they should be showing that like in journalism classes, like how to deal with like a hostile, or even a lawyer, maybe like a hostile witness, because Oak wanted no parts of that. And I have to tell you, and JLS, I got mad respect for you, and I know you're trying to put Oakley in a good light, and I know he was kind enough to come on the show, but you guys gave him a platform, and you weren't going at him, and to be candid, he came off terribly. You know what I mean? You can spin it, oh, he's hurt, he's whatever. Listen, he's coming for Ewing. Don't forget, remember back in December, he went after Ewing about, he shouldn't get the Knicks job. He can't coach. He was mad because Ewing did it back in 2017. And to me, like that stuff, that don't need to come on the radio. You know what I'm saying? So, you people talk about loyalty and all that other stuff. your boy is your boy. Even if it's someone you work with or whatever it is in the past, you don't need to put them on blast like that. And I don't know. I think it tells me something about Oakley. Listen, Ari said it before. I'm older than even Ron Cleveland. Shows you how old I am. Right? I'm 50, 51. So I remember when Oakley was still with the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? When the Knicks didn't like Oakley, right? So, and I'm just saying he was a great player. He was a great role player, and he was an important part of the team. Whatever else, it doesn't mean that he's a great guy. You know what I mean? And I got to be honest with you. He didn't come off like a great guy in the interview. He comes off arrogant. He comes off annoyed. He doesn't sound like he's reflective at all about anything. And like I said, forget about what happened with Dolan. I don't know who was right or wrong there, but you guys treated him like a gentleman, and he didn't want to be treated like a gentleman. And he said he's not on the tour.
What? Wait, what'd you say then?
He says he's on the tour. No, remember you said to him, like, you're on a tour. He goes, what tour are you talking about? Like, bro, I saw you last week with Jalen Rose. What are you talking about?
That was just one show.
It's like, that's what I'm saying. But my point is, like, when you hear someone talking like that, and like I said, he could have, listen, he might have had a drink or two, whatever. But my only point is, he didn't come off well tonight. You gave him a platform this evening, and just like you gave a platform to Chris Childs a few months ago, right? Chris Childs, I love the guy more after that interview.
Yeah.
And after the Charles Oakley tonight,
yeah.
I kind of feel like, I'm more down with Dolan now on the whole issue. But anyway, guys, good job tonight. Entertaining. Please do the interviews. I love them.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, a lot of people, Jay Ellis, came out on the side of Dolan tonight, man. Out on the side of Dolan, it was very, very interesting. And and Wes, we're gonna get to you in a second. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. My usual announcement. This show is available in audio podcast format: Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Alexa, and Stitcher. You know the deal. I'm gonna show you guys a couple things here. All right, so this is the Oakley interview here, right? I'm just going to show you guys a couple things, right? First off, you want to hit that X. Once you hit that X, you're going to see the thumbs up. Oakley interview almost got 500 likes already, JLs. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. You can do the same thing on Facebook as well. Also, hit that share button. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Twitter. Share the Oakley interview with your friend that's a Knicks fan who missed it, even their basketball fan. Share. If you hit that share button, hit that thumbs up, it will take us a long way. It makes a big difference. I'm trying to tell you guys, it makes a big difference. Also, I tell you guys about the eye icon. Some of you guys don't know where it is. It's right here. Right here. Hit that eye icon. Oh, my phone just went off. The eye icon has our latest content, and it has the fan poll. Click on the fan poll and let us know whose side you're on tonight. You see that little eye right there? It's hard for me to do it because my camera's inverted. But there's an eye icon right there. When you hit the eye icon, you'll see all of the latest or related content. So we put all of our Oakley videos there, and then we got the fan poll down there. So just hit the eye icon at your top right-hand side of the screen. You'll see it. And we want you to like, share, subscribe, and vote in tonight's fan poll. All of that sends the signals to YouTube to promote the show. And that's what we need from you guys. All right, close it for the night, JLs.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
News, Ryan Field from ESPN says players from teams the Jazz have played within the last 10 days being told to self-quarantine. Those teams are Cleveland Cavaliers, New York Knicks, Boston Celtics, Detroit Pistons, and Toronto Raptors.
Wow.
So Knicks have to self-quarantine themselves. They're also told that they don't have to be tested for it, but they will, if they show symptoms, they will be tested.
Good stuff, bro. From Ryan Field, players that the Jazz have played within the 10 days. Cleveland, Knicks, Boston, Pistons, Raptors have been told to self-quarantine, jails.
Crazy.
So our players could be at risk here.
Yeah.
Our players are at risk. I was at the game. I was at that Jazz game when Gobert was there.
Nuts.
Yeah, gotta be careful, man. And this is why they don't want to take those chances. This is why they canceled the fans for March Madness.
Woo.
Yeah. And then on top of that, Rudy Gobert was playing around in the pregame press conference.
Yeah. Touching all the mics and voice recorders. If that
reporter picks that thing up and gets sick, he's going to get sued. You can't play. I don't know if you guys saw this video. I'm gonna find the video here. Wes, go ahead, man. What's your points? How you feeling, bro?
It's only March, man. Jeez.
Shit. Crazy, bro. Did we patch in Wes? Yeah, Wes, you're live, man. What's going on, bro? Oh shit. That's my fault. It's getting late. It's just getting late, JLs. All right, Wes, you should be good now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, bro.
All right. What's going on, Extend TV, JLS? How y'all living?
Good, man. How you feeling?
I can't complain, man. And first of all, I want to give y'all an apology because it's funny you mentioned that that you had a little situation with Larry Johnson because I got a phone call from a Garden rep. I want to say about 2 weeks ago. It was the day before your channel got shut down, and I had scheduled a tour in the Garden. I was debating on grabbing a couple of tickets because they dirt cheap at the end of the season and so on and so forth. Long story short, I spoke to the Garden representative and I dropped y'all name. I said, this is a big show that promotes the Knicks from a non-biased Knicks point of view, and he stopped dead in his tracks. He's like, what's the name of the show? And you know how you could tell if somebody's writing something down when you're speaking to them.
Mm-hmm.
So the dude was writing it down, right? All of a sudden, the next day, y'all show was shut down for copyright issues. So I'm like, it could have been totally unrelated, but I just felt it was just a suspect move. You know what I mean?
Never know, man.
You never know. I canceled the tour on the strength of that because it was just too suspicious.
Appreciate it, bro.
I apologize if that was my fault, man. But so I wanted to say that there's been 3 monumental days, like 3 really monumental shows in the history of Knicks fan TV.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight's one of them. It was the free agency night, and it was the night that they traded KP. You know what I mean? Those 3 nights is like, I'll never forget where I was when those things happened. And tonight was, on so many levels, it was a bizarre night, and that Charles Oakley interview, man, you go back and look at the Michael K interview with Charles Oakley. You go back and look at the Jalen and Jacoby. This was the best interview, hands down, because mainly you guys, not unintentionally, you elicited a lot of emotion from him.
Mm-hmm.
He showed a lot of him true self. Maybe he felt a little bit more comfortable because he feels this show is not on a national stage. But, man, you guys hit it on the head with some of the questions you was asking him. And, I think he exposed himself a lot with his responses. He seems to be a little hostile. He seems to be very defensive. It's like nobody will understand what it's like to be a Knicks fan other than the true Knicks fan. And even the players, like, they can play 10 years for the Knicks and something happened and they could be like, F the Knicks. We can get insulted at the Garden. Like, I've been in the Garden before where I was chanting for the Knicks and I had security come over to me and be like, yo, you got to keep it down a little bit. And I'm like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not using any profanity. I'm chanting for the Knicks. So they do run a tight ship in the Garden.
They do.
It's not like it used to be in the 90s where you could come over there and heckle the other team and tiptoe the line. It's a very corporate environment in there, which I think that's what Oakley was trying to allude to, that basically it turns players off of the new generation because they don't like the corporate, the bureaucracies, they want, if they're a superstar, they want to be able to give the green light so they can do whatever they want, come with their homies to the game, sit where they want like they can in other arenas. But Madison Square Garden is not just a sports arena. It's the most famous arena in the world. It has concerts. It has so much other things going on there. So they can't just have free reign in the building. So when something like, Spike Lee, they nip in the butt like, yo, listen, this is the VIP entrance. This is where you got to come in through. He's rich. He's famous. He's been spending all this money. He makes a big uproar about it. You know what I mean? And like you said, I'm not putting them in the same category, but they didn't care about the image of the Knicks. Even when you were speaking to Charles Oakley, the entire time I could tell by the conversation you were having that you were mindful about the image of the Knicks. That's a big reason why a lot of us don't watch ESPN. We come to Knicks Fan TV because we're sick and tired of hearing them being trashed on the media. So we're mindful of that. A lot of these dudes aren't. A lot of these former players, they aren't. You know what I mean? And they're very prideful, and they're wealthy, and they're powerful, and they're not used to be told no, you know? And then Charles Oakley, man, he was slurring his words. I love Charles Oakley, but you could tell that there was something else going on that was contributing to why he wasn't.
I was a little disappointed in that. He sounded kind of sauced. I was a little disappointed in that.
Right. And you know, there was no reason to be defensive, and that's usually what happens when something else is influencing your decisions and your actions. So, you know, Dolan is a lot of things, but you know, for him to feel like it's not normal for Dolan to kind of feel physically intimidated by a dude who's 7 foot, you know, big, and he still conducts himself as a hood dude. You know what I mean? He's a loose wire. You know, Dolan, a little short 5'7" dude, he's gonna be a little bit intimidated, and then he's gonna flex his muscle because he's a billionaire. So don't cross the line. Like, we're all men here. So your resources might be that you're 7 foot tall, you can wash him up. His resources might be, I'm a billionaire. He's only gonna get so close to me.
I could get 7 footers to wash you up, and that's what happens, man. That's what happens.
Real talk.
You know, it's unfortunate, man. But you know, I appreciate the interview all the while, man. I appreciate it all the while,
man. Thanks, man.
Right. It was a great interview. And I don't want to seem like I'm dogging Oakley because, you know, I would love for him to come back on the show. And one thing I wanted to suggest, or maybe I can help y'all out to redeem myself and maybe getting your show shut down, is I converse with Stephon Marbury through Instagram. For whatever reason, I message this man. He always responds to me. I was messaging him about a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
I could reach out to him.
We'd love to have Steph, man. We would love to have Steph on the show. That was one of my favorite players ever. And yeah, we would love to have Steph on the show, bro. If he throws that alley, man, of course we'd appreciate it, man. Definitely.
I feel like Steph is the
right.
I'm the way he is. Yo.
Well, I mean, he's got the movie out. You know, that'd be a good opportunity to continue promoting the movie. I saw some interviews with him. You know, Ebro's interview with him was terrible. So I think we'd love to have Steph on the show, man. If you get in contact with him, Wes, by all means, throw that alley,
man. And everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to him. I'm gonna reach out to him tomorrow.
Okay.
And like you said, I'm gonna drop a link to a matter of fact, I'm gonna hit you on the inbox and we'll talk.
Okay.
We'll figure out how we're gonna approach him so it could be professional, you know, and enticing at the same time. It's just not like a haphazard like DM that I'm gonna send to him, you know. So but that would be great, man. We need Steph on the show, and if he comes on the show, man, you gotta let me ask a couple questions, man, or at least submit a couple questions to y'all for me to ask him, because that was like him. You know, and Kobe was my two idols growing up, you know what I mean, from a basketball perspective.
Yeah.
You know, and I reached out to Steph, I want to say like three years ago. You know what I mean? And he responded to me a full paragraph, like, you know what I mean? And this is when he was in China, before he was on the redemption tour. You know what I mean? I always was like, yo, keep your head up. Dudes is trying to kill you out there. And he, you know what I mean? Steph is a real dude. He's a real one. So like, certain dudes, they don't care. You know what I mean? They'll respond to somebody if they feel that love, that energy from the particular message. So that's what happened with that. You know what I mean? But let me just segue real quick. So it's the end of the season, right? So I doubt there's going to be any more games played. They might, you know, resume play like in a month or two and like just like start playoffs based on whatever the seeding is now. I don't know how they're going to work that out, but that might be the case. So we're in the 6th spot, you know. I didn't want to tank this year, so I wanted to let the chips fall anywhere that they do. And there's 3 players in this draft that I'm interested in, that feel will be the best fit on the Knicks, and that's LaMelo Ball, that's Anthony Edwards, and that's Cole Anthony. And in all likelihood, if we stay at the 6th, 7th, or 8th, we'll still be able to land Cole Anthony. And deep down in my heart, I mean, I don't think he's necessarily the best point guard, but I think he might be the best fit next to RJ. And I think his game is going to translate to the NBA a lot better than like a Tyrese Halliburton's game. But he
was just LaMelo or Cole Anthony? Sorry, really LaMelo or Cole?
It's Cole Anthony.
Okay.
Cole. I think Cole's game is going to translate to the NBA a lot better. Like you see a lot of guys take that, you know, what they did in college is not what they did in the NBA. You know, and you see like with a guy like Devin Booker, you know, when they're playing with more freedom, less restrictions, or open space, you know, better spacing, and Cole Anthony is a shooter. That's another thing. He can shoot that thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he could play off the ball as well as on the ball. I just feel like there's something there with him and RJ. Like I feel like that mix, and they both are up tempo guards. You know, I really feel like they mesh well together. Even more so than LaMelo Ball, because Ball has to play with the ball in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's his strength.
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep the ball in his hands. As far as him playing off the ball, I don't know about how reliable of a catch and shoot player he is at this stage or moving forward. Because he shot abysmal.
At least Cole, you know, that was his strength.
You know what I mean? So,
that was his strength. I think he was about 90% or something, 90th percentile in catch and shoot threes.
Yeah,
absolutely. So, and you don't want to get a point guard that you're going to completely take the ball out of RJ's hands, because you want him to be able to facilitate and to initiate offense as well as you know, whoever he drafts as a point guard. So, just looking at the overall fit, I'm hoping that, you know, the basketball guys just work their magic, that whatever pick that we land, we get the player that is most effective for our team. We're pretty crummy anyway, so talent anywhere 1 through 7, 1 through 8 we're gonna need.
Should help, man. Should help, man. All right, Wes. Appreciate the call, man. Great insights, bro.
Yo, just shout out to the Stephian, our guy. Yo, what's his name? Why don't I name his name right now?
Who?
Scout.
Oh, the guys
Perlman.
Spencer
Perlman. Yeah, Spencer Perlman. LaMelo Ball, 67% percentile in catch and shoot.
And Cole Anthony was 90.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cole Anthony was 90. Yeah. Mel's got to work on his shot, man. And like you said, if he's got to you know, be dominating the ball in that way, it's you know, goes against what RJ could do. But I'm still intrigued. I'm still intrigued by LaMelo. I got to see more Killian Hayes, see what he's about. And
I think Halliburton actually is a pretty good shooter as well, though.
Yes, off the catch and shoot. Yes.
Like he's so I don't think he'll be. I mean, he's not like a high usage guard, but off the catch and shoot, he'll be pretty good. Like it's just that he wouldn't be making he wouldn't be the primary ball handler. No. That would be more if you're going to try out RJ, kick it out.
Exactly.
How you shoot the three. So
exactly, man. All right, Wes, man. Definitely stay up with us, man. Appreciate the call, man.
You already know.
All right, bro. Appreciate it. That was our guy, Worldwide Wes, Jay Ellis. And with that, let's close the show, man. I thought we had a great show.
Yeah,
Two shows, Jay. Did a double header.
Yeah, man. Back
within an hour. Crazy night, man. Crazy night, man. Go ahead and close out, Jay Ellis.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely check out the Nick of Time show, man. We just had a second part of our draft episode featuring Jake in the Paint. So it's on all SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher.
90 seconds.
Spotify as well. The YouTube video, we were trying to get it out today, but there's mad back end work to go into the episode. So the episode is going to drop tomorrow on YouTube. So definitely check out the second part of the draft episode tomorrow on YouTube. Probably tomorrow afternoon, just take a look at that. Also, check out the blog. Check out my guy Ken, who's been writing heavy on the blog. He just wrote some nice for Frank Pina. And also check out the merch on nicktimeshow.com as well. Links in the description. Just hit the description and get to those things. That is all. Back to you, CP.
And appreciate it, JL's. Great job as usual, man. Great job as usual, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. We had a Knicks win, 136-131 in overtime. The NBA season is suspended for we don't know how long, and we had a epic interview with Charles Oakley, man. You guys hit that thumbs up button for your boys one last time before you go. Join us, continue the conversation after the show. Share this video on Twitter with the hashtag postgameNYK, and we'll put you in our private Twitter DM group. We got about 3 or 4 different groups going on right now, so conversation's always active. The Discord group is also active, and so you can always keep the conversation rolling after the show, and some of the regulars are also in those chats as well, so you could always chat. Remember, the show's available in audio podcast format: Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Alexa, Google Play, and Stitcher. And man, solid show once again. JL, so you want to shout out, man, before we get out of here, man?
Yo, definitely shout out the mods for holding down, man.
All the mods,
Jack, Craig Williams, Fritz is not here right now. We probably try and get the episode out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Shout out to my cousin Winston, Reddy Akbar, Don't Act. Shout out to you, Reggie Jones. Everybody, man. Everybody in the chat.
Appreciate it, man. I want to shout out a couple more super chats. AFI Ozua said he was at the game. He said he didn't like Mike Miller's decision making. Randall and Peyton playing 2-man game. Good thing RJ and Mitch took over late. And Sheldon Cunningham sends us another super chat. Sheldon, we definitely appreciate it. We want to definitely salute all the mods. Delano, thanks for calling in. All the callers that called in. Great show.
Yeah, shout out Delano.
Yeah, man. Ken Scott, what's going on? Appreciate it. Pranav, always appreciate it. He's always in here. I am Ayo Digital. Wants the Discord. TM, please put the Discord link in there so AO Digital can get in there. RT, appreciate it. Pal, appreciate it. The Original Man, appreciate it. Ismail, appreciate it, man. And we out of here, man. Until next time.
Yeah, man. Rick Harrison, appreciate it.
Rick Harrison, appreciate it. I don't know what we're going to do on Friday, but maybe we'll just come back on Friday, keep the conversation rolling. Draft series will keep rolling. 27 likes to 350 on Knicks Fan TV. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys.
Yeah.
We out of here, man. Peace.